What's up everybody? In today's video we're going to take a closer look at the Mission Fleet Millennium Falcon. We're also doing a redraw for our giveaway of the Black Series Baby Yoda. We also got a tiny bit of news for you, so stay tuned. What's up everybody and welcome back to Pop Empire. We are happy to have you here. Like I said, we're going to take a closer look at this guy right here. Really excited. It is the Mission Fleet Millennium Falcon. And like I said, for those of you that entered our giveaway a while back, we are going to redraw for this guy right here. One person didn't claim it. We're going to do that later on in the video. And also, like I said, we got a little bit of news. So let's go ahead and hop into this guy right here. And here it is in all of its glory. It is the Mission Fleet Millennium Falcon. Take a closer look there at the front of the box. Got Han Solo that comes with it. He also has a blaster in there, which is pretty cool. Artwork's pretty fantastic on the front. And when we spin it around and look at the back, of course, everything that comes in this set. And this is all actual size on the back of the box, so that's pretty cool. Again, of course, Han Solo, you get his blaster. You're gonna get these like missile type things here that come out of these like blaster things, and we'll see what all that does. I know this like comes out of the front and whatnot, so. And then the Millennium Falcon, so this should be pretty fantastic. Let's open it up. And there we have it. That's everything that comes inside the box. You even have this little plate here that goes on top of the Falcon. There's that piece there that I believe Han can actually ride on and shoot some missiles out of. That's pretty awesome. We'll get to that in a moment. Here's our figure. Here's our Falcon. So let's go ahead and just pop everything out and then we'll take a closer look at everything. And here we go. Here's everything out of the packaging and whatnot. Pretty cool. All kinds of stuff. You even got this guy right here we'll start with. That's pretty awesome. Of course, that's that, I guess, kind of like chess game that goes in the back of the Falcon. So that's pretty cool. Comes with this satellite piece that, of course, goes on top of the Falcon. These are the missiles you can fire out of that little gun piece. Comes out of the front. Again, here's that top panel that goes on the back of the Millennium Falcon. And then here's the piece that comes out of the front. And it's interesting because it has like these little like tank treads on the sides, so you can like ride on the top, I guess, and go into battle with this thing. Pretty cool. And I believe this here, these are your cannons there. Those actually go on top of this. And if you look on the bottom here, you have this little peg, and then on top of here you have that. So we just go ahead and put those together like so. And we have that. And then we can take two of our missiles here. And just go ahead and pop those in, and they click on the way in. There's actually two different ones. As you can see here, there's this style with this like this little ball, maybe some sort of explosive there on the end, and same on this side, however, a little bit longer. So that's pretty cool. There's a couple different styles, and of course they shoot with this gray button here on top. We'll go ahead and fire those. There's one and two. Look out. So that's cool. And then of course, let's take a look at Han's blaster. This thing, as per usual with Star Wars weaponry, it's very small, but that's really cool. Look at that. Good stuff. And then last but not least, we have Han Solo himself. Cool little figure here. Doesn't look entirely like Harrison Ford. Still really cool. Awesome little figure. And then of course with the articulation, you got shoulder joint here, goes up and down, forwards and backwards. The head moves slightly. The hips do not, the waist doesn't move, but then you got, of course, the legs move and whatnot, but that's about it. Cool figure. And then let's put some of this stuff aside, take a closer look at the Falcon itself. And here is the Millennium Falcon. This thing is pretty fantastic. It's not huge, but it's also not tiny by any means. It has this little hatch here on top. Look down inside there. Not really a whole lot going on down in there. I don't know if something is supposed to go down in there. Almost kind of looks like something would kind of slot in right there. So that's interesting. And then of course here's inside the back, and you could have Han sitting in here. You can get a Chewbacca, have him sitting in here as well. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and take this here, and we're gonna go ahead and pop it in to this hole right here, like so. And it just sits in there like that. Like I said, you can have Han and maybe you get a Chewie to sit down in there. And yeah, play some games. That's pretty fantastic. Let's go ahead and get this piece here, slot it on the back, figure out how to put that on. And it looks like the back of the hatch here, looks like it might just fit around that. And then there's actually a little slot underneath there. And we just go ahead and slide that in. Also these slots here on the sides, on both sides, so you can slide those in too. So you really need to set it flat and then just kind of push it in. And there it pops on all corners, and there you have it. An awesome looking Millennium Falcon right there. So now, and then we have the satellite dish, which we will put right here in this hole here. We'll just go ahead and pop that in there. And that is fantastic. I don't currently have, well now I do, but before this didn't have a Millennium Falcon for my collection, so it's pretty cool to add this one. It's pretty awesome little guy here. Let's take a look at the bottom. That's what we got going on the bottom. There's actually a lot of details and things going on. some like battle damage going on here. Looks like again you have that turret here, and it's not one that you can use, it's just another piece of that plastic mold. And then of course you got the sides over here where the hatch would come down to walk out. And then on the back you got your thrusters there, nice and bright and blue. And then we're back to this guy here, which I believe can actually slot onto the front. So see here, you just take this, slide this in like so, and there you go. You have a complete Millennium Falcon. And then that can shoot out, and he can go on missions on the ground with those tank treads right there. But then also, was noticing on the front, and it's probably why there are two different kinds of missiles, but those other ones were already fired, so they're already lost in space, so who knows where they are. So we'll use these ones here. And there's more holes here up front for these missiles, and there's separate buttons. If you look on top here, these little red ones on both sides, and those are going to shoot your missiles. So let's go with this one. Woo! And one more. Whoa! That thing actually shoots pretty good. Pretty cool. Get Han out here, and then also I want to show, actually let's get Han out of the way so I can show you guys the cockpit, because the cockpit also opens up like so. Look at that. Got some decals in here, some buttons and whatnot, and then you got inside of the cockpit there, which is funny because there are two different like steering bars or handlebars, steering wheel, whatever you want to call them. However, looks like there's only one seat, so I guess one person just handles both of them. So we'll go ahead and put Han down inside there, put his legs like so, and then we'll just go ahead and get him down in there. Oh, I actually found something. This could actually make it a lot easier because this actually flips forward like that. And it's interesting because even this part that flips forward has some detail down inside, so that's kind of cool. You can see like the inner workings of the control panel. Now Han can sit way back inside, and then we can close that control panel. We can close the top, and there you go. And now he can go out and fly. He can get that Kessel run. Pretty fantastic. This thing is awesome.
All right, so just checking out this piece a little bit more, and I was noticing that back here actually opens. There's a hatch here, and that just comes down like that. Then we go ahead, we get our Han Solo figure, and what's really cool is actually can put him in the seated position, and you can just kind of slide him in there like that, and it's like he's driving this little like tank. But then what's also really cool is I'm gonna go ahead and take him out, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this piece back on top. Then I'm gonna go back, get my Han Solo figure, and there's actually this little peg right here on the door, and there's these little holes under his feet, and we can just go ahead and just kind of put him on here like so. Then you can kind of just put his hands on these controls, and then he just kind of stands on here like so. And yeah, really cool little piece. And then just put those missiles in the front and just have Han going down the way and then shooting missiles. Yeah, so overall I think this is a great vehicle. Just the amount of detail going into this little piece is actually pretty amazing. For those that are wanting to get a Chewbacca to go with this set, he does come by himself in the series, so maybe go out and get him and you can add him to the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, and what's also interesting too, and we were noticing, is kind of like in, oh, there goes Han, but kind of like in the Mandalorian bike, there's these other slots on top. See, like right over here, and then right over here as well. There's also one right there in the middle on top of the center hatch. I don't know, maybe there's like some other weapons maybe that could be added to those sections, because apparently all the vehicles must have those in them. So I don't know if some of those individual figures that you can purchase, if they come with other weapons that can be slotted into these things. So you could also even maybe take this little cannon here that goes on this front piece and maybe just slot that into some of these. Like you could put it here in the center if you so wanted to. And then you have that turret right there on top. So, I mean, that's an option. There's another one here even, so you could technically put it there if you want. I don't know, it looks kind of like sky's the limit with this guy. You could really just set it up however you want to set it up. I don't know, something to think about, something to look out for. I'm also still kind of curious about this slotting down in the center. It looks like something would slide in there. I'm not sure. Let me show you guys again. Just kind of looks like something would fit right there. I don't know. All in all, I think this thing is fantastic. I think it's something that if you're a collector of Star Wars, this is something that you'll need for your collection. It's so cool. Like he said, there's so much detail and all kinds of stuff going on this thing, and it's, like I said, it's small, but it's not tiny, but this would look great on your shelf. Now let's go ahead and get to that little bit of news that we had for you, and then we'll get into that giveaway.
So for those that collect the Disney Store Elite Series figures, just recently there was a picture that was posted online where we found out that there is a new R5P8 figure. Now some of you may know that this is Hondo's droid from the Clone Wars and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So for those that are wanting to add this to their collection, maybe check out some Disney stores. I'm not sure if this will also be maybe up on Shop Disney or something, but definitely keep an eye out.
Also want to point out, for those of you that have ridden Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run at Galaxy's Edge at either Disneyland or Disney World, this is the droid that's in the same room as the Hondo Ohnaka animatronic. When Hondo's up above there and there's that droid right down in front of you, that's this guy right here. Pretty cool. And like we said, we were going to do a redraw of this guy right here. We had one person that didn't claim it. It's been a long time now, so we figured let's go ahead and do a redraw for this right here. And we're going to do that right now. So let me go ahead and get the randomizer pulled up on my phone here. And we've got that pulled up there. I have the video linked in right there. So we're going to go ahead and push start, and let's see what we get. Push start again. Get YouTube comments, and there it goes. Oh wait, no. There we go. Now we're going. And it is... Dun, 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 dun. MD Wheels. MD Wheels, we appreciate you. And just like we had mentioned in the past for our other winner, you can contact us by either following the email down below in the description, or you can go to our Instagram and you can private message us there if you'd like. Let's get your information. Let's get this guy mailed out to you. And congratulations. Also, thank you for entering. We appreciate that. To watch a video that YouTube suggests for you, click that video right up there to your left. To watch our last video, it's that one right over there to your right. And we'd also love it if you'd subscribe, and to do that, click that link right above our heads. That would be fantastic. See you on the next video. Peace, guys.
See ya.